From the gun, they'll try the middle. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
The give to the tailback. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Guys, when you think about the big picture for Baylor, I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
And the Bears are on the move. Might be calling a hot route. Back to throw, it's Robertson. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Let's talk for a second about Baylor. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole...
Turning it on! Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Looking to scramble. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. Breaks the tackle. And they'll knock him down for a 5-yard loss.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. With the catch, it's Prentice. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the first down. Once he caught the pass, he had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that. And as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
The Bears will have it 1st and 10. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
They'll make the stop, but he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Robertson. Here comes the heat. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Forced to just throw it away on 3rd down, and now they face 4th.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
And the Bears will go for it on 4th down. Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Baylor!
And this offense just made their first statement, the first drive. 4th down. What are we going to do? We're going to be aggressive. Not only that, they get the touchdown. They're rewarded. What a hot start for this offense.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. To the air on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Thomas. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. And the Panthers want to move quickly.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic, but I know having been in this situation as a quarterback.
There he goes. Got enough for the first. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Looking for room at the 30. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking downfield, it's Holstein. Got out of trouble and throws. Got his man downfield. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Panthers.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Prentice. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. Can they catch it? He will score. Touchdown, Bears! No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you can tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Offense is back on the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Give to the running back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Let's chat for just a moment about Pittsburgh. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week, a commitment from a big-time four-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that cat.
Quarterback strolling away from heat. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43. Gonna run it. It's Reed. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Coming off a season in which things really didn't go their way in conference play, and they'd love to get on a roll here this season.
Well, this is a team from a roster standpoint, though, that believes they're better on the field than they were a year ago. They've made some additions through high school recruiting, through the portal, and they think that's going to be the difference, David.
And now they got to put it together, right? And this is when it really works. When you get in conference play, it gets different. The familiarity within the league of all the coaches. And so this is really hard for them. But I'm interested to see what they can do and to see if they can bounce back.
Looking for a man. It's Holstein. Catch in the middle. It's Reed. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Now on second down. The play-action fake. Buying some time as he moves left. It's complete. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down. Into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us.
Oh, they blocked the extra point. Picks it up. That's a live ball. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss.
Number 91 set to kick this one.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Leaves it with the back. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Scanning the field, it's Robertson. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires left. It's picked off, and that's number 10.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wants to go up top on first down. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Handoff from the gun. Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. Pulls it and fires to the left. Breaks into the open. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Pittsburgh!
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
Here comes the 2-point try. To the air, it's Holstein. And the sticky fingers allow them to grab the 2-point conversion. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 3rd. He's brought down, but a really nice return gets it to the 41. First play of the drive comes from the 41. They'll start this drive going to the air. He lofts it high and deep down the left side.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Leaves it with the running back. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He's going to run it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. They'll go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. On the run, it's Washington. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on 3rd down.
4th down coming up.
On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. He lobs one high down the left side. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the 1st down.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Run in the red zone, it's Washington. Smashes through the tackle. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. The Bears racing to the line in the hurry-up. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Takes the easy one to the back. Touchdown, Baylor! And they add 6 more on the board with that trip to the house.
And I love it. Trust your passing game. Trust your quarterback because you know he can execute. You have confidence in him. And that is the way you finish the first half. And now you got a chance to tie this football game.
And he added the extra point. They're set to kick it off. And this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throws to the tight end. Lost the defense. He's wide open. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. Makes the grab. It's Johnson. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. They'll immediately call timeout. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. It's Holstein. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. These corners backing off a bit. To the air on second down. He'll take another shot here. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
One more snap coming before halftime. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Bringing it back. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Bears will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's
picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Back-to-back possessions, 2 forced turnovers, 2 interceptions. Defenses are salivating. That gets you excited. I'm the next guy trying to make a big play. I'm bragging about it if I've already got one big. But if I'm the other guys, I'm like, wait a minute. I got to get me one, too.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Dropping back, it's Robertson. A shot toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking. Something's a little bit off, and I like the deep shot down the field. At least it was an interception, but they got to find a way in this to manufacture some first.
Oh, he's got some space. Oh, it's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Past the 50. Past the 30. And they get him on the ground. They get the turnover. They get a chunk of yards, and they are in business.
Ball security is so important. Turnovers lose you games, and this guy has put his team in some tough spots. He fumbled last week. He's fumbled again today.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one
unleashes one deep. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And they'll close in on him.
Bro, I fucking threw that away. What the fuck? Oh my fucking gosh.
The protection was really, really good. Jesse, quarterback holds on to the football, has time, and then makes a critical mistake over the middle of the field.
And he's just staring his guy down for way too long. There was the defender that had a beat on him from the get-go, and he makes him pay. That's a mistake you don't expect to see the quarterback make.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to it. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. He's up to 86 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Under fire. Going to try to get it himself. At the 45 on his way. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on move. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
Like, I didn't even mean to call that timeout. Like, what the fuck is happening?
The Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Robertson. Throws for the tight end. It's caught downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Little touch pass to the receiver. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were...
Touchdown, Bears! And that one will give him the lead. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They're down by a touchdown. touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Moving out of the pocket. On the run, fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
Man, it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
That's reeled in. It's Johnson. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
So now it's 2nd and long. Off play action. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. Starts to scramble to the left. Looking for the end zone. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. A big turnover here for the defense to end the quarter. That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. From the gun, running back on the move.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Caught over the middle. It's Prentice. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Well, you got to think in his mind right now, ball security is at a premium, right? He's had a problem with that earlier in this game, but with the lead now late in the game, yards aren't as important as taking care of the football. I think he's doing a better job of it.
Turning it on! Touchdown, Baylor! He got a step and just dusted the field. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Starting to feel a little pressure. Finds a man on the right. It's a seam wide open. Inside the... And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Pitts.
And just a really nice throw. Really good touch towards the sideline on that corner route. And the receiver does a nice job catching the football and immediately getting up the field, getting in the end zone for the big touchdown.
On to attempt the try. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Texas Tech is currently ahead in this one. The Jones is just jam-packed today, but the Scarlet and Black have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 7 over Clemson. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36.
Will take over. 1st and 10.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run it from the gun. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Robertson. Trying to burn this defensive back. Pulls it in on the left. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Nice job executing the 4-minute offense. You know, they practiced this throughout the week, having a lead late in the game, running plays to just get enough to get first downs to stay on the field, and they are executing this 4-minute offense to perfection.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
And with the lead late in this football game, I expect to see more of this from this offense. And what am I telling my running back, who's already put the ball on the ground once today? 2 hands on the football. We're not fighting for all this extra yardage. Like, protect the football. We cannot put that thing on the deck.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. They'll go to the toss. Didn't get nearly enough done on 3rd down. He's brought down at the 31-yard line.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back, you better block the defensive end. That's priority number 1. Good job blocking the defensive end, getting a nice positive game in the toss play.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. And that will extend their lead even further.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
The drive starts from their own Looking to pass. It's Holstein. Steps away to find some room. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Good.